up, everybody? We're going to our next segment. It's called Training Vibes.
Training Vibes. What's been going on?
Hey.
What's been trending on? What's been trending in the world?
So I actually got two questions for this part. One of our guests, they've been following us, ATL Vibes. Thanks for shouting out. Thanks for following. She actually sent me a picture, and she really wanted to discuss this topic. It was about dating outside your race, and how do people feel about dating outside their race, and also, do you feel like Caucasian men's guys, or whatever you want to say, because y'all know I got a country accent, dates values more marriage and relationships more than black guys? How y'all feel about that?
Who going first? Because I like to go last, but I'll go first.
Oh wow! How did I feel like I was gonna be put on the spot? One, I don't have a problem with other people dating outside their race. I wouldn't do it personally. I don't do pink meat.
Black people really don't.
I don't do pink meat. It has to be at least medium.
Oh my!
So
you do Latin meat?
Medium. So that means if it's tan, if it's tan, we can do it. But if it's pink and I see blue veins, we got a problem.
Oh, okay.
Can I ask you specifically why is it a reason or why?
I just don't find them attractive.
You don't find them attractive.
Yeah, I've never been attracted by.
Well, no. Well, can I ask you, speaking on a female perspective, how do I feel about dating outside your race?
I mean, I've had some pink meat in my day.
Oh, okay. I mean, I done had pink meat, but
it just wasn't.
It just wasn't my thing.
I feel like it depends on the person, and because it's a little bit of a slippery slope.
Yes.
Yeah.
With
those people.
I feel like it would depend on who that person is, but then also who their family is and where they come from.
Yeah.
Correct.
Because I ain't got time for a history lesson.
Baby, because I ain't walking in and having no.
What do you call the white people who are white on the outside with black
Wiggers?
on the inside?
Wiggers?
No,
call
Oreos is black on
Oreos.
the outside, but white in the inside.
I say wiggers.
It's something else. No, we can't say that.
Wiggers is not a cussing word.
It's not the cussing word, but we don't say it no more. It's another word that you use for white people that are not trying to, but that portray themselves as black. It's another word for them.
Oh, I can't think. I know something
about. But I like those. I've been encountered. I've met some of those that I kind of like.
That was what mine was.
Exactly.
She had a little flavor.
I think y'all.
So we can deal with those.
Y'all gonna crucify me. Because I was engaged 3 times. 2 of them was 2 Caucasian guys.
Thank you. Listen, I'm being very, very honest.
The only reason why them 2 were engaged to 2 Caucasian guys is because they like to be how can I say this?
Dominant one.
The dominant person. They like to be dominant. They like
it's the same like with a good black female. We too strong for them.
Yeah. Well, I'm gonna be honest. Mine was more of a spiritual.
Babe, look like you want to ask me some questions.
Mine was more of a spiritual friend type of thing. It was more of a sexual type of thing. So I didn't care about that. I will say this as well. This was in my very, very early days of my life. I'm talking about 19, 20, 21. Have I ever dated a Caucasian or person that's different from my skin complexion?
Latino is typical from New York, though.
And Latino could be my
Latino
complexion.
is so typical from New York. I'm Latino.
A Latino exactly could be a complexion or a white complexion.
But you know that come from New York. A lot of people don't know that.
Yes.
Living over here. They don't know that Latinos are black.
And also Puerto Rico as well.
That's Latinos. That's a Latino. Everything. Dominicans, Puerto Ricans, everything.
I can't say what I use. I'm just a
true. You from New York know that.
I'm just
true, but I'm just saying personally, I'm open, y'all. You don't
discriminate.
I don't discriminate at all. Okay. You treat me good, you make me happy.
I would say this.
That's wonderful.
I would say this on my experience. Like when don't get me wrong, I have dated outside my race.
Now you were engaged 2 times to a Caucasian. What do you mean?
And I'm gonna tell you what I mean. Like I honestly dated, a lot of races, but I will honestly say I feel like the Caucasian ones, in my experience, did cherish a relationship more.
Yes.
Did cherish love more.
Yes. That's wonderful.
And was more connected. I had less problems with a Caucasian than I did with.
So why you didn't marry him? So why he didn't marry him then? He been engaged twice. Why didn't he marry him?
And I'll let you know, the first one I had.
It was weak.
No,
I'm sorry. Let me not.
I had just moved to Atlanta.
That's the same camera, right?
I had just moved to Atlanta, and he was ready to move up north.
He was a black white or like just a white?
He was white.
Did he have flavor? Oh, he didn't have no flavor. No seasoning sauce.
He was bland chicken.
He was bland.
I don't see you being with somebody like that though.
Yeah,
I can. That's my friend. I can see it. I definitely can see it knowing my friend.
I mean, my ex.
I know you. That's what I'm saying. I definitely
Ex was
can.
hella bland.
Right. I definitely can see that.
So
scene.
I want to ask you, honestly, have you ever dated outside?
Nope.
You know,
He just
you
said
never
no.
dated
Never.
outside the race. Your teenage days.
No.
Never. You never even.
I'm from Atlanta. I ain't never been around too many white folk in the first
I'm gonna tell you
place.
what to do with that white meat. Just throw some hot sauce and some mustard.
That ain't. I want it already come seasoned and cooked. I don't want to have to cook it. Like I said, I ain't in the history lesson.
I'm not in right.
I'm not Kunta, and we ain't about to play no role play, baby. I ain't about to do this.
Have you ever?
Checking out y'all Caucasians and y'all Asians because
Oh yeah.
those
you
are
said that, right.
Well, let me wait. I do have to say this. A lot of Caucasians, I don't think could please me in a way that or Asians could please me in a way that I need.
And what is that? Is that sexual type of wise?
Right.
That's the only pleasing I know.
So
Okay, so that's a lot.
Okay, I want to.
Oh no, I'm not saying. I'm
No,
not
I think
saying.
that's true.
I'm not saying.
I dated some, but
I'm not saying that it's not. A lot of them are not blessed,
That's another question.
as in our brothers.
Okay.
And it's very rare that you find a blessed
Let me tell you something. That is a
piece of chicken that is not cooked.
Baby, that is a complete lie. And I know
I don't want to find out.
Misconception?
Yes.
Misconception?
No, there ain't no
A lot of us
misconception
get
because I
that-
don't
hold
see
on,
a lot
baby.
of it
A lot of
now.
us get that misconception that black guys are the only guys that
I
are.
ain't say that.
Should we talk about this during?
I mean, yeah, because I get that's my type of tea right there. I like all that fuck shit. I mean, I like all that mess. I'm into that.
I love that.
I'm into
Let's talk
that.
about that during that. Let's
Let's
okay.
talk to our naughty.
Let's
But
rewind.
listen,
Okay. Second part of the question. What was it?
I do, but I do agree that I think Caucasians do cherish relationships
Correct.
a lot more.
Okay, let's
Because
I
a lot
wanna say
of
this.
gay men that
Can I
are.
say this
oh.
one last thing? I want to say this one last thing. I'm sorry. And it's just speaking on experience. We all the prize. What I say about that, you know, they want to pay for.
Right.
And
We're a
I
fantasy.
don't want to get all of that's a different subject, but we are fantasy and we are what they want.
And we're fetish.
And a big
Fetishized,
fetish.
sorry.
A big fetish.
That's why.
Because you know what they want. They thinking about the big.
That's why
big,
I said I'm not playing Kunta and you not slave master. That's not what we doing.
See.
There we go.
That's
No
not
role
that
play.
no.
And listen,
I couldn't role play with a Caucasian person because in my mind, if
Give me that.
wait, hold on,
Nigga,
wait. I do have to say this.
Listen, y'all,
I couldn't role
promise
play
you.
with no Caucasian.
Hey, I promise
Cause
you.
in my mind, I
Yo.
really feel like you gonna slip up and you gonna say something and go get your butt beat while we in the middle of this. So it'll be sex
You never
over.
you never did race play before?
I do apologize for what's about to come out my mouth. Hell no! The first time the hard ER come out of a person of non-African descent.
No, race play with them motherfuckers, not race play with us. I mean, them MFers.
No.
Race play with us.
I don't
You
want.
white bitch, you think you are
Baby, no, because I'll end up choking
Look,
and
now
going
I
to
didn't
jail.
capture
Because
you.
I'm gonna take my ancestors
Fucked
gonna
your
come.
wife.
Why is this
Baby,
sexy?
Maybe it should be sexy.
But it is
Cause I ain't gonna lie
I
though.
don't see what's
I ain't gonna lie, my
I didn't
ancestors
do that
gonna
before.
come back and take all 12 years of slave out on them if I race play with one of them. So I don't want to go to jail.
No
I'm
race
good. No race play. No race play.
None of that. Give me that.
You gonna be like,
Wait, they can't say that.
Yeah, none of that.
okay, so the second part of the question.
Oh, this
Actually,
later.
I think y'all really hit on it because it was, can you date outside your race? And I think some of us said we cannot.
Cannot.
I said I can.
I can as well with you. So that is 2 out of
3.
5.
Yeah.
No, it's 5 ER, and 2 of us agreed that we both could agree to date outside our race.
And we all kind of agree
that's
that
cool.
Caucasians kind of do cherish relationships.
I love them. Listen,
That was the second part. I'm so sorry.
Caucasians, y'all
So
listen.
how do y'all feel about Caucasians cherishing relationships more than black men? I'm sorry, Caucasian men cherishing relationships more than black
I
men.
mean,
think
I
they
don't think. Wait, hold on. Now,
I
let's.
think they do.
We not only talking about this. We talking about the ones that go like that too. So if we talk about them, they just as worse as y'all. So
No,
at the
they
end
do.
of the day.
In relationships,
Wait a
I'm
minute,
black
there
man.
have you have you ever not watched the Housewives show on ABC? Them men be going to work, be doing the having nasties with
But
their
we talking about
secretary
the
and
regular.
stuff.
Those like the ones for money, so they feel like.
But
Well,
that's
what you think, Marquez?
regular.
What you think about you think black men or white men
I
cherish
think
relationships
white
more than black men?
homosexual men might cherish
Actually,
it more.
Honestly, I feel like Cajun
No, not
mans-
true.
I feel like
Not
Cajun
true.
guys or white guys in general do cherish relationships and marriage.
We'll go
more
ask
than
Becca down the street.
Most black.
Well, let me tell you guys this. White men have better lives than black men.
They do.
White men are very privileged. White men have money.
Mhm.
White men have houses. White men have a full family.
They got
White
two
men
wives.
have
Footstep
Every-
of life.
exactly education. White men have money.
They got money.
White men have everything.
They got
to
money.
be successful in life, and
They
black
got
men don't.
money. Maybe I
That
can
doesn't
do
mean
that.
that doesn't mean that we should act out. Hold on, y'all.
That's-
That doesn't mean
Defeat
hold
me.
on. That doesn't mean that we should act out and be promiscuous and do what we want to do. Black men do also appreciate relationships. They just like
Okay.
to fuck around.
Just not in Atlanta.
Yeah, not in Atlanta.
Not in Atlanta. They
Everywhere else.
appreciate it, but not in
Let's
Atlanta.
get our map
I-
out
you
and
know-
find
Right, where we
I'm
going
from
to,
Chicago.
Marietta,
I'm from
Conyers?
Chicago.
And guys,
Let me say this last thing. I'm from Chicago, and I have
Okay.
never seen so many gentlemen or so many ladies until I moved to Atlanta. People that hold the door open for you, people that say thank
That's
you,
Southern
people
That's
that.
Southern hospitality.
That's just that
That's
Southern
Southern
hospitality.
So
You
y'all
could be
should
Southern
happy.
and
That's all
hospitality
I'm
and go
gonna say
pull the
about
dick
it.
out and go somewhere else.
What you think?
my,
Not you.
Well, I got a question.
Sure.
I have a real question. I have a question.
okay, good.
Do you believe in checking your spouse's, boyfriends, girlfriends, Instagrams, their social medias?
If I'm suspicious,
I'm
Checking them how? You mean
I'm
checking
not.
their messages?
Like,
Checking them
just
on
like,
I'm not.
babe, here, go. Like, would
If
you
I'm
would you
suspicious-
allow your mate to pick up your phone?
okay, you come home.
So you mean about cell phones? You don't mean social media? You mean
Like
about
just
you may have
your
There's so
social.
many different ways
Like
to check
I
your
wouldn't mind.
phone.
I would give my boyfriend my phone and say, "Hey, you'll post this for me on Instagram."
Oh no, I don't mind doing that.
I don't
But-
think I would mind that either.
Yeah, I don't mind doing that. But when I say I don't mind, I don't. It just, I feel like your privacy is yours, so I would never touch my partner's phone. I just don't do that.
Yeah, me.
But what
either.
if you have suspicions? Like you
No.
come home.
I don't wanna. I got too many other problems. I don't wanna look for that. I heard when
Too
you
many
look for
other
stuff.
I hate when
You
people
find
say
more
that because
problems.
that's so
Find-
sad.
Oh, you ain't gotta
I
look
feel
for
like
it. It
that
could
is
be in
so
your
sad.
face too.
I feel like
and
that is
just
so sad.
ignore
People
it.
say, like,
I
I
wait
don't
till
like,
it comes to
I
me.
don't want it to like even like
I don't want to come to. When it comes to me, I deal with it then, but I'm not going to go
look for me either.
No.
Me either.
I
I'm
feel
the
like
same way.
if you
I'll
get
go
to
look
that point
for
where
it.
you have to have
Question
the inkling to go look, then you might not need to be there no more.
That's
Correct.
So
Yeah.
I don't
But it could
care
be
if
other
you use my
things,
phone.
y'all. It could be things that like somebody becomes distant because of like something they're going through, or somebody becomes like, I don't know. Somebody becomes like, people change. People
We are
have different.
human
People have
beings.
different seasons.
But I
of
feel like that's
themselves.
what you need to have.
And everybody, I feel like, always goes to like, oh, you're cheating.
Conversations.
You're cheating all of a sudden.
I don't
But, like,
agree with
sometimes
that.
people don't have their money up. Like if
I
I
don't
don't have
agree
my
with that.
money up, I'm a Libra, and my money needs to be right the whole time. If I don't have my money up, I am not horny. I am not trying to be in a relationship. I am not trying to talk to you.
That's what
I am
most
not
men
trying to do.
Most men are like
Is that man? Oh.
Because
I
I was about to
trying to
say,
be
because I was
outside.
about to say, I don't kind of agree with that statement. Because even though you change, you still have key elements to yourself.
Correct.
If you have habits, because I'm a type of person, if I'm dating you, I learn your habits.
Correct.
And if I see you start switching up, if I know every day at work you go to the bar, come home, you at home by 6 o'clock, and now for the last 3 weeks. You've been going to the bar and you coming home at 12 o'clock. Baby, where you going? Because that's not your new thing. That's something new. We need to discuss what's going on new. I pay. I'm a Scorpio. I pay attention.
You following?
I pay attention. But I believe in. But that's my type of dating though. I believe in learning your partner.
Correct.
Because if I know you're going through something, I know how you are when you're going through something. If you start getting distant and you start being a little withdrawn, I know give you your space and then 2 or 3 days later come back and say, hey, everything okay? What are you going through? Do we need to talk? All right. But if you just out of the blue stop coming home every night and you come home smelling like 10 pounds of bounce, some ain't up.
There's a difference between being passive and when to know to ask questions.
Exactly.
Like, I might want to go through your stuff, but I will pay attention to your patterns. And when I start realizing stuff is not going on right, I'm going to start asking some questions. And
and then don't play on my intelligence.
So like if you come in the house and you're quiet and you don't want to talk and you don't want to have sex, I feel like that's a mental thing. But if you're coming in the house at 12 o'clock and 12 a.m. and you're supposed to be in the house at 6 a.m. or 6 p.m., sorry, that's a problem.
No, it's like if we've been having sex consistently every day, and then we take 2-3 days off, and then we have sex again, and it don't get up. What's happening? What's going on? Because he automatically supposed to jump.
I can't stand sex without climax.
Oh yeah.
I don't believe in having sex without the ending part.
Well, I can't. Well,
no,
I could be okay because I'm a pleaser, so I don't have to. I don't always have to get my.
Well, and this brings back to
it depends on who I'm with.
Can I say something now?
Bruh.
I done deal with different races. I'm not gonna act like a kid, like I'm just out there, but I done deal with different races, and I will say this: a white person will make sure you're being pleased. You know, a black person, you know, I done deal with different races again.
They will.
Once a black person get their nut, they done. They done. I don't give a fuck if it's a woman or
I make sure
a
I get
guy.
mine before you.
That white person will make sure you get your nut, even after they nut. And this is coming by personal experience.
Like, being gay is tough.
You know,
it ain't
so,
as easy as you think.
You know, like, I don't know if everyone can relate. But I know, for me, I done deal with Indian, Chinese, white, Mexicans, all of that.
So basically, you're saying, in your opinion, you feel like that other races are more likely to please than.
No, don't get me wrong. I am more fascinated with my own race, but climaxing, a white person done made me climax.
And a black person has not made you?
Yes, they did. But I'm telling you, once that black person climax and they, I'm good, I'm done, I'm
I'm gonna play with your nipples and
out.
stuff. I'm gonna make sure you get yours.
A little more loose, you're saying.
I'm just saying.
They're a little more.
and it falls back into the thing where I talk about when a white person they want to pay for it. We are what they want, and honestly, like. It goes back to what I said earlier, where you know they pay for us.
Yeah.
You know, like when I mean pay for us, they pay for our sexual.
I think you like selling
times.
Wait, hold on. Wait, I got a question for Fred, because Fred is lost, because Fred don't understand why we ain't getting our climax. So Fred, you ain't never had a man who got his and then get you off?
Of course.
That's what I'm talking about.
The majority of a woman.
Really?
What? Oh, she must.
First of all, I don't let just anybody touch me. I gotta get to know you. I need to know who you are as a person. And so when I'm in those situations with these men's, and I've had a few women too. Maybe they take care of me.
Okay.
And I take care of too because I'm a pleaser as well.
Right. Well, you're a Scorpio, so that's our thing.
Yeah, Scorpios is freaky. So
I've never been in a situation where somebody's like, well, all right, well, I'm done.
I'm sorry. That's funny.
So you never had any other race?
I've slept with other men besides just black men. But again, they take care of me.
Right.
Because I take care of them. So it's not like
take care of mama.
Well, hold on.
Mama's good.
I would say
you.
this because we do got our nasty topic coming up. Let's try to get another training thing before we go into our.
Oh yeah, I'm here for a whole interview and I'm enjoying this. Y'all know it's how nasty.
Well, I guess you should bring up your topic because it's a little bit similar to what we've been talking about, about the exes that you want to talk
I
about.
don't want to talk
Oh my
about
God, yes,
exes.
absolutely. So let's get into this, y'all. So we are going to discuss whether or not you would go back to your ex or have any relationship with your ex, and whether you would still sleep with them.
Yes.
So a lot of people still can't sleep with them.
You know what? Let's go here first.
Why y'all want to do? Why am I getting answered? I was laughing. The topic is hilarious.
You just did?
Would I go back to my ex or sleep with my ex again?
Yes. Any ex you want.
It's not too much.
No.
No ex, none.
Hold on. So
You smiling though.
Okay. All right. So go back to that question.
Uh-huh.
I do want to get some more information on that.
Uh-huh.
Like when they say go back to your ex,
Mm-hmm.
will you go back to your ex to fuck or relationship?
I
No,
would.
no. Go back to your relationship. Let me rephrase that. I'm sorry, y'all. To color.
Color. All right.
Or-
I'm gonna color outside the lines.
So yes.
No.
Or relationship.
I wouldn't go back to my ex to help him if he was on fire.
To piss on him if he on fire.
Definitely wouldn't even spit.
Oh my God.
Not even with
No.
the spit.
So he's a person that doesn't believe in go back to his exes at all.
No, when I burn that bridge, I burn that
Yeah,
bridge.
me too.
That bridge is burnt.
Yeah, me too.
There'll never be no rebuilding any of the ex
What about
bridges
sex?
with me.
What about sex?
When I burn that bridge,
They
the
are dead.
bridge is burnt.
That's a dead person
Same.
now.
I wouldn't. Mm-mm.
How about you?
I have went back to exes. I do take exes back. I do feel like sometimes, y'all can separate because y'all might not be compatible at that time.
I respect you.
But I feel like if we separate and I grow and you grow and we come back together, and if I'm available, then I will entertain it. I mean, you never know who you're meant to be with, so I keep everything open.
That's
I
true.
I believe exes are exes for a reason.
No.
I've
like
done the
this.
same thing. I've gone back to exes, especially like ex-fiancés, because there's a reason that I said I knew you.
Fiancés.
I've
Did y'all
had
hear
3
her?
of them.
Oh,
So
we in the club, baby.
Three?
God damn.
Like I said, I don't know why y'all not getting me out.
Cause I was engaged for you.
But I agree with what you said.
Yeah.
We grow apart and we come back together. I feel like we can be, like a good thing. But if I grow and then you don't do too much,
Right.
then it's like, okay, well. So this other man about to come over here, and so
You gotta go.
because I can't entertain you at that point because life is about growth. You
Correct.
can't just stay stagnant and you can't be stuck in the same things. I don't want to keep talking about the same stuff
Correct.
over and over.
Correct.
We're gonna move past it and be better people, or I got options.
There you go.
I'll
Options.
take options for
So as far
200.
as for me, once you're an ex, you're always an ex. It's not gonna happen with me. That whole time that we've been that we've been together and like trying to work things out, I feel like that is a time that we should have any conversation we need to have. We should have any discussions. We should talk about the nitty gritty, the dirt, the good, the bad. But once we're over and we've spent some time apart from each other, I don't believe in rekindling. Because if we loved each other for real, just my opinion, we would have never.
We would have worked it out.
Right, yeah.
That's true.
Right. Would I go back?
He'll go back.
Right.
No,
If you gotta stop a
no,
bit,
no,
there's
no,
a
no,
process.
Like you wanna go back.
And it's because we about to be done this segment. I'm going to be very, very blunt. This person hurt me a lot, and they left me for stars, and I was their moon. And now you got to deal with your stars, and you made your bed and sleep in it because now you in past splits. And I'm in
Well,
my
mine
own
got
shit.
fired, so hey, we all understand how that goes.
So
Well, we hear you.
that's all.
Okay. So I love the way all of us had, some great input, some great everything. It was so good. I like when all of us come together with different backgrounds, different everything. And I really want to get into this interview with my homie. I'm bad with names. Rico
Get the fuck.
Cassadine.
Yes, Cass.
Got it.
Cassadine.
Got it.
Cash it down, bro.
Dime.
Because y'all know I put my letters together sometime. So tell us some of the new stuff you got going on with you.
Well, first of all, I'm from Atlanta, Georgia, born and raised.
Correct.
I have been in the entertainment industry now going on 6 years. I've been rapping for 5. I started out in radio first, then moved from radio into acting into rapping. Then I got into activism for size and plus size individuals because I am a plus size boy. And I do believe in representation for my plus size brothers.
Oh, okay.
Then after that, I got into producing and just diving into the arts because I knew one day I was going to be famous for something. I didn't know for what, but I knew it was going to be entertainment because I'm a character.
Okay.
So, that's all I've been doing. Like, I've just dedicated the last 6 years to just honing in on my craft, working, learning everything I can learn about the entertainment business behind the camera, in front of the camera, just, working in media, all that kind of stuff. Because I do feel like one day I'm going to be big in the media industry. Somehow.
You didn't mention the author that you are, aren't you?
And
just write a book?
Well, I was about to say
I'm sorry. My bad.
the new tag to my rapper, model, actor, activist, producer, writer, director is now author.
Okay.
Yes,
Tell us about your book.
Yes, my book is named The Enchanting Sisters, Family Reunion. It's a fictional story about 3 sisters who find out that they have magical powers on their 21st birthday. And
so you really like magical powers? You were not playing about that. Who just I was not playing about that. You really like that.
My favorite thing is charm, supernatural, descendants, right?
Now you see what we friends.
Right.
Damn.
Right. I'm talking about. I done watched both Charms. I can tell you about all of them.
Love them. Now you see why we friends.
Right. So like that's
not even a Scorpio.
Sabrina the Teenage Witch started it.
No.
He said Sabrina started it.
No. Sabrina. I'm talking Melissa Joan Hart. Sabrina. I'm talking about with real Salem. But no, like my whole life I've loved magical stuff like that, and especially
this your season.
So what is it about? Is it about like witches, or what is it about?
Well, the sisters actually have magical powers. They find out they come from a different realm where their mother and father are the kings and queens of the magical realm.
They black?
They are black. There are 3 beautiful black statuesque, model-esque women that are just turning 21. My idea when I created it was Tyra Banks, Naomi Campbell, those were my ideas. Takara, because Takara didn't get her just due. I'm sorry. I love Takara. Takara never got her.
Next Top Model.
America's Next Top. How you don't know who Takara is? Oh my God.
Don't
say chubby. She was pleasantly plump, and baby, she's still working. And do the most. So when I thought about the girls, I was thinking about beautiful, built, statuesque women. I wanted to give little girls, black girls, a way to see their skin color and see it done in a way where they can be involved in the fictional world, because we don't have a lot of stories about black families that involve that, because of course a lot of us, our black families, believe that witchcraft and all that is devil and all that, but it's something fantasy. It's something to get lost in, something to enjoy. Like I love like the Descendants. I love stuff where you can just imagine and lose yourself in a story. And with this, that's what I wanted. The story is written to be very, very well descriptive, so you can just get lost and create your own images of everything, like the world that they're in, their father, their mother, them. And I wrote it because I was really sitting home one day and I was getting ready. Okay, so I'm a big nerd. I have a thing about watching things in chronological order.
Okay.
And Descendants 4 was about to come out, so I had to go back and watch everything Descendants before the movie came out. And then I was like sitting there watching, and I was like, we ain't got nothing like this. I mean, I like seeing like evil creatures dancing and singing and stuff and making cool songs. And then I turned to All Black Network, and there's a show on All Black Network.
Zeus.
Huh?
I said Zeus.
No, Zeus has nothing good to watch other than people fighting. So, it was a show on All Black Network that's about a family of African Americans who have magical powers, and it comes from their history. And I started watching that, and I was like, oh my God, this is so cool. Yeah, I got to show. I'll send you the link, friend. You gotta watch it. You'll love it. It's only got 1 season, but you'll love it. And then I started, like, I have a computer. My computer, I'll bring out my computers, which I do my music and everything on. It has, like, a voice-to-type kind of thing that I can just, like, when I rap or when I write a song, I literally do voice-to-type so it can catch what I'm saying, so I can go back and, spell it out correctly. So I just started sitting there smoking a blunt, I'm just, and I'm like, bitch, I can do my own thing. Like, I can create my own story. Fuck approve Piper and Page. I'll make my own. So I was like, I took all the stories the shows that I ever liked, stories that like Witches of Eastwick, all those kind of stories, and I just made it my own and created one that represents the people that I look like.
Awesome.
But you know what?
We gonna read that.
But I will say this, Frank. I will say this
really good,
because
bro.
I love you and everything you do, everything is great, and you're a great artist in Atlanta.
Thank you.
But I really trying to get into some drama.
Well, we gotta get into drama that fast.
Right, let's wait.
Well, let's go. Y'all know I ain't never scared.
I got
what you got?
Questions on dramas. I don't know who want to start off with the questions, but
wait, before we get into that.
Okay.
Let me ask this one question. Okay. I'm sorry. What is your favorite thing to do out of mall? Because you do a lot of things. You do acting, sing, acting.
Acting is acting has always been my first. To be fair, I got into everything else because of the fact that I was trying to figure out how I could fit into the acting world. Because, like I said, I don't look like the typical person. And in the time that I was 5 years ago, you had shout out to HD Production, and you had certain production companies that only hired certain looking people.
Correct.
And some companies still do that now. So it wasn't very typical to see a plus size boy actually have a real role.
Are you plus size though? Is he really plus size?
Well, now I'm not.
Right.
I'm just a little thick now, but back, I was 265 pounds.
What?
Right. And
that's a big guy.
Right. And back,
good though, bro.
Thank you. I always carry it well. But back then you just didn't see people that look like me, and I always say, right. And my motto is, if I can do it, you can do it. So. Nothing in life is permanent but death. Everything else has to work itself out. So if I put myself out there, something has to stick. And I have the talent for it. So it's like, why not just put myself out there? Somebody has to be the first one to do it. So I put myself out there. And I just kept going and kept working and just kept trying to push the boundary of what a plus size boy can do. Plus size gay boy. I'm not going to say actually gay black boy could do. And it's not just be the fat best friend or the comedy relief in a sidekick role. I can show them that I can hold it down. And that was my goal. And acting is what I love to do. I'm a natural character, so acting is normal for me.
Yeah, we know.
So I do have to ask, what is one of or your most favorite project, not just acting, but anything that you've done in the last 6 years?
Ooh, that is a loaded question because it comes with a lot of baggage. But
keep it cute.
No, because I'm always gonna be respectful to the person who gave me my beginning. And Wesley Henderson from A Connection TV gave me my first opportunity. He never saw me as just a plus size boy. Right. I got the character of Jesse Smalls in the hit series The Mister off of pure talent, and I thank him because he gave me that opportunity. And that was one of my favorite characters because he gave me free reign to create that character and come from a place of who I thought that character was. And I actually won awards based off of that character. I got my first Best Supporting Actors award based off of that character. So I'm always going to be thankful for him for giving me that opportunity. So.
Especially because that doesn't happen a lot.
It doesn't, and he saw something in me. So yeah.
It takes that just one person
Yeah.
to see something in you.
Period. So let's get into these messy questions real quick. I know my friend over here, my co-host over here, has a couple of questions.
Okay.
He want to ask. It might get a little messy.
It's
okay with that, right?
It's not too messy, but it's some questions.
Oh, baby, mess don't bother me. Come on, hit me with your best shot.
Our last guest, whose also name was Rico, was here last.
Oh, Rico with a K?
Rico with a K.
I'm Rico the original way. Let's keep going.
Okay, yeah. Let's talk a little bit about him.
Basically, what are your thoughts on Rico with a K saying that you and the cast members are basically faking your dreams?
I don't think I will agree with his statement because some of those people on that show are faking the funk. They don't walk the walk and they don't talk the talk. Some of those people will come up with storylines basically just to have something to say during the show. I know a few of them. I was friends with one of them, but a lot of those people really aren't living the life that they say they live in. If you ever notice, they only are working when the show is around. And now that the show is canceled, where are they?
So it's basically giving catfish.
Some of them, yes.
And I had a question about that because one of them, the one that's the last season, was he really giving catfish? The one that was looking for a house that was trying to like get engaged and stuff like that.
You know, in life, people always want to put their best foot forward when they have to put themselves in front of the camera. So all I say is, you know, do your own research and see how that person's doing now.
And that's when I'll say, fake it till you make it. But okay.
Because I ain't seen no clothing lines or nothing else.
Okay,
so
all right.
I'm wondering.
No bags, no wine, no nothing.
So, are you and Nicole Ray still cool?
Now that's funny.
That is funny. Are y'all still cool or what?
Oh my God.
What was the question?
If him and Nicole Ray.
Nicole Ray here. Which was
Nicole
someone
Ray.
that was my good friend at one point in time, and we went through a little tumultuous time, you know. But in life, you know, Nicole has always supported me in different endeavors, and she still supports me in her way when it comes to what I do now.
Okay.
You know, friendships change, friendships, you know, adjust, and you know, she is still someone that I care about. So yeah, we all right.
Okay.
What happened between you guys? What?
Life.
Just life.
Just
so
life
nothing
happened.
really personal that happened to you guys. You guys are just.
So for the last season,
I'm so sorry. So nothing really personal happened between you guys. You guys just.
I mean, no, it was a certain situation that went on.
You're not gonna talk about it on camera, or can you?
I mean, it's not even worth bringing up anymore. It's just that, you know, life happened between me and her. We're working on a friendship, and it's in a better place than what it was. Okay. I can say that.
Okay.
That's beautiful.
That's beautiful.
That you're able to do
So
that.
the last season of Taste of Atlanta, can you please give us your highs and lows? Like, what was your highs and lows?
The last season of Chase Atlanta was so long ago, and it was such a blur now. That whole year was just a low.
Okay.
The high is I made it out.
Amen.
That's
What's your
what I
most
can say.
proudest accomplishment from being like? I mean, I guess on the show. If you don't want to say like on the show, then like as a whole, like what's your most proudest? Like we were trying to find like what makes you happy about doing this.
Well,
Really, what makes you happy about doing this?
what makes me
you
happy
about doing
is when I have a lot of people who support me. A lot of people have watched the show. A lot of people who've inboxed me and told me, you know, your story helped me. Like I've had a lot of women, which is very funny because, you know, like last year I went through a very, very tumultuous experience in a relationship, and it was played out very, very publicly. But a lot of women who have gone through different things. Like there was a woman, I don't want to say her name, but I love you, girl. She still inboxes me now. She was going through a very abusive relationship, and you know, just physically, and mentally, emotionally. And she was like, just hearing me and my everyday rants on live and the things that I was working on in the process when I was going through what I was going through. And my updates about going to therapy and talking and learning about my feelings and things like that, it helped her deal with what she went through. Because like I say, I'm public because I always believe that if I'm going through it, somebody else is going through it. And a lot of us as African Americans don't know how to talk to people when it comes to situations that go on in our lives. We like to bottle it all in, and we don't understand that those suppressed emotions. Baby, watch Inside Out too.
That's what we taught to do.
Wait though, but watch Inside Out too, because that movie is not for kids. That movie really breaks down what emotions are and how we conduct our emotions.
Okay.
And a lot of us tend to like bottle
Inside
up
Out,
things.
Remind me of that.
Inside Out too. Gotta watch it. A lot of us bottled up our emotions and don't deal with it. And for me, I believe that being on a public platform, I have a right to, one, as a public figure, be honest to the people about what I'm going through. My life isn't perfect. I'm not well off. I don't have the money. I don't, you know what, every day is not popping bottles and going to the club. I work at a real 9 to 5 every single day. I go through emotions. I have been used. I have been hurt. I have been called names all my life. I have gone through emotional things. And I feel like my journey could help someone else. My road might be rough, but somebody could look at my journal and see the things that I've gone through, and it can help them get through something that they thought that nobody else has ever gone through.
Beautiful.
I respect that.
Very
That's
beautiful.
wonderful.
Yeah.
I do respect that, Rico.
You got the last question, don't you, right here?
Well, yeah, I do have a last question, and it's just sad that I don't want to be messy with this, but it just.
The last question gotta be messy for me.
I mean, you can hit me with your best shot. I'm good with mess.
Got him a real question. Now go ahead and
the real
hit
question.
him,
I
hit him,
just,
hit him with your best shot.
agreeing with everything that you said to me, but now I just want to get to the messy shit.
I'm with the mess and the
Guys, you
mess.
ready? So basically this does have to do with Rico with the K.
Mm-hmm.
Sorry,
Who was
Rico.
on our last show?
Who was on our last show?
week?
Rico, you know I love you.
You know him?
Sweet guy.
I do know him.
You know?
He's a nice young fella.
So
Okay.
this has to do basically with altercations. So my question is, do you think Rico with the K, whom we interviewed last week, still needs to get them 60 seconds with you?
Well, maybe it needs to be 1:30. He might need 1 minute and 30 seconds.
Because allegedly he jumped you?
No. First of all,
Tell us the
I
story.
I
Please,
love how
please,
everyone
'cause-
keeps changing.
Well, that's what he said.
Yeah.
And I watched the clip. And first of all, thank you, Rico, for all the nice things and whatnots you said. You are a wonderful person also. And yes, our friendship did, drift apart because a lot of people, and I don't think the story gets told enough, going into this, me and Rico were friends. We were really close. Which is why the rift happened, is because during the filming, Rico is also friends with the person, as he said, the other person. But
is this the other person that had the
that I had the altercation with.
Okay.
He's friends with them, and he's a little bit more closer to them. And that was very evident during taping, seeing that, that was who he was with the entire time. So I find it funny when he says that, he was caught between two friends, when the whole point of the altercation could have been alleviated had he had a conversation with his friend to let him friend know that, hey, I know who Rico is and Rico does not have a problem with you. But that wasn't the case. The case was to allow it to happen for the show. So when he says he felt bad about being between friends, I don't see how he could, when he could have alleviated the problem to begin with. But I still stand on what I said. I never said he jumped me. I said I saw him hit me. While, which is when y'all, which I found, yes, and I will still stand on the fact that I still say he hits me. Because if you actually go back and watch, he never said he didn't hit me. When you asked him, did he hit me or did he not hit me? He said, well, I was getting in between two friends. And when you get in between two friends, you know, you're trying. He never gave you a solidified answer, yes or no.
Right. That might be true. Let me go back.
I'm a wordsman. I pay attention to everything.
I thought he said that
he never said that.
He
said he does not. He had to jump between two friends and he had to break up an altercation and things happened and da 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 da. He never said he didn't hit me. He did say he did not jump me from because whatever he's from and all that, and I do give him that. I never said he jumped me.
So can I ask you this?
Oh, wait, though. Oliver never said he jumped me. So for saying someone was El Stupido, I think to switch the narrative is very manipulative of a person who is trying to maintain an image. And, you know, we can be honest. No, you did not jump me. But I still stand on 10 toes down on the fact that I saw you. You touched me in a way that was not of, I'm separating my friends.
So we're not friends no more, bitch.
I wouldn't say we're not friends. And I also find it funny because I've reached out to Rico. And I've tried to talk to Rico to try to rekindle some kind of friendship. But on his end, I guess it's not very, you know, conducive to what he needs right now.
So that basically answers the question I was going to ask you. I was basically going to ask you, have you since...
Yes, I have reached out.
Have you seen Rico or any of the past castmates?
The ones that I'm friends with, yes. The ones that I actually talk to, that I actually have relationships with, yes.
So the ones with the altercations with
I don't see them.
Okay.
Wish them well, though.
Well, hey, you know,
Rico, my inbox is always open if you ever want to have a conversation.
He was gonna chew his ass up, but
I don't have a reason to because Rico actually was a friend. And my thing is with me, I don't take friendships lightly. As a Scorpio, my friend, you know, if we call you our friend, we ride or die. Yes. But if you cross us, in our heads, you're unalive.
Funeral and everything.
We done laid you to rest and everything.
Put the black on
and I'm very big on that because in Atlanta, I see how friends move and how they can one day be the best buddy of your buddies, but then the next day they're online trying to tell your business.
Telling all your business that you listen. I've been there 4.5 years, and trust me, I can relate to you.
Very true.
Well, you know what? I do love all that. I think you told me that you wanted to recap on some other projects you was working on.
Oh, definitely. But I thought you might have had some more other questions since, you know, you were one of the people that were in my journey last year.
So,
I wasn't the journey.
Can I ask you this?
I do have one more question if you guys don't have one. You done asked enough, friend. You done have more questions. You want more?
I wanted to ask just one final question.
Go ahead. And I have one more for you.
Are you dating? Are you seeing anyone? How's your love life?
That's a good question.
Love life, that's funny. I am currently taking applications.
Okay.
It is cuffing season.
It is my season.
So right now.
I'm very warm in the bed. I am a self-heater, so you don't need no heater or nothing. I keep you warm.
The air conditioner on.
Listen, application, send his DM up. There we go.
Hey, I love it.
Okay, and this last question before we get up out of here. What is your most proudest accomplishment that you've done? Like this whole entire career that you've had. What's the most proudest thing that you've been most happy of?
You know the funny thing about it is, that's what I'm trying to think. I think I move so fast and do so much that I never take a moment to actually take in what I do.
Think about it.
Yeah.
So when you say that, that's a very loaded question because I've accomplished a lot of things that I've never thought I could do. I'm self-taught in everything.
But what was the place where you felt like, oh my God, like this is like, there's a point in every entertainer's life where it's like, okay, like damn, like I never thought this would happen. Like this is my most proudest.
The first my project, Young King, debuted 126 on the Apple Music charts.
What is that?
My rap, it's an album. That was one of my biggest accomplishments because that was my second project. And like I said, I'm self-taught in everything. So I taught myself how to write music. I taught myself how to compose and put together things. I taught myself how to just do everything I've ever done. So when that project hit the iTunes chart and it charted, I cried. I was in New York. I'll never forget. I was in New York. I was walking the streets with one of my friends. And we just happened, it came out, and I went live about it, and we checked the iTunes charts, and it was on the iTunes charts. And it's still one of my, it has one of my best-selling songs on it, which is Ooh Lord, which still is almost, like, still doing numbers to this day. Like, it's still doing numbers. So I will say that's one of my most proudest moments. And another proud moment is going to happen later on this year, when I debut in my first Tubi movie as a lead actor. Yes, well, a co-lead.
Congratulations.
So. We actually heard about that movie.
Yes.
So we'll be. You want to shout out to the?
Shout out to Maya Speller. Polly Love in Peach City 1 is out now on Tubi. Polly Love in Peach City 2 will be out later on this year. I will be a cast member in Polly Love and Peach 2, so I'm excited. It was a mind-blowing experience because I've never worked in a professional aspect like that before, with real actors, and that was my first paid job where I got paid to actually act. And
well, you need to be paid because you're awesome.
Right. They don't do that a lot around here in Atlanta. So, it was good to get a check for actually my talent. So, yeah.
Can you give us any details about the movie?
I would love to tell you about the movie.
Okay, we don't want to make no contrast in them.
No.
Give us what you can.
So, in Polly Love and Peach City 1, which is on YouTube now, it's about 3 couples who are going through different things in their marriages. And they decide to try being poly to bring some spice to their relationship. And some it worked, some it didn't. And then when you get to part 2, one of the girls ended up pregnant, and we don't know how that happened.
Who the baby daddy?
I can't tell you that. But how I get introduced is one of the main girls. Her name is Catherine in real life, but her character name is Laura. I'm her friend at work, and she invites me and my wife. So I'm playing not a gay character. I'm playing a straight character, which is that's why I say it's one of my proudest moments, because I'm now being able to flex my acting muscle and actually show a different side of me other than the gay best friend.
Okay.
But come to find out, her husband is, secretly undercover, and he's bisexual, and he finds out, through being there and being around some other people that, he gets to really see about his bisexuality.
Well, don't talk too much about it. Let's watch.
I'm excited. You gotta watch. Check out Polly Love and Peach City 1 now on Tubi. I promise you're gonna love it.
Yes.
And be on the lookout for part 2, because part 2 is the bomb, and I'm in it, so it's the shit. The shiznit.
Period.
So when should it be airing?
It'll come out later this winter. So I guess by the end of next month.
Okay.
Hopefully.
So guys, tune in for that on Tubi. Okay.
I'm excited.
I can't wait to watch it.
Also, you need to finish the other movie you was working on too, because I can't.
Yes, I can't forget to say I've been writing some short films. I have my first short film, Through the Tears, which is the story of a guy by the name of Elijah. In the script, he loses his father, and he's dealing with the loss of his father, who actually was someone who supported him throughout his whole life, and it shows dealing with the loss of a parent. Okay. My grandmother died 4 years ago, and I just so happened to have been home with my dad and my mom when it happened. So I watched my mom lose her mom. And I watched how hard it was for somebody who's I've seen be strong all my life to sit there and need me. Cause it was a moment after they took out my grandmother's, body, and me and my mom sat in my grandmother's room, and she just said, "I just need you right now." And it's just watching her deal with the loss of her mom, and watching my dad lose his mom.
Was this during the same year?
It was during COVID.
2020.
My father's grandmother My father's mother died during COVID. My grandmother died like a year after COVID.
Okay.
So it was like back to back.
Yeah.
So I watched two of the strongest people that I know all my life go through losing something like that, and to watch my father and mother deal with that it inspired me to write something about that. So it's about a boy who is comfortable in his sexuality. His father was okay with him his father was okay with his sexuality, and he was there for him. And when he died, he was there for his father. And you watch him deal with his grief. And I've also wrote some other short stories that some people might be starring in sooner or later. So I'm on my Steven Spielberg, Denzel tip. I'm trying to.
Okay. I mean, are you casting?
I'm always looking. Always looking.
Y'all heard him.
You guys Instagram, all right?
Okay.
Also, you know, I'm loving the show right now, but we got two more things we got to get to, and one of them I can't wait. We really got to get to our really bad topics. Yes. And then I also can't wait to get to this performance. A little teaser real quick. A little song 1, 2.
Okay.
So friend, I do have to ask you these questions.
Okay.
Like, I got to make sure, like, I do know I was in your last season and stuff was going on. And there was a lot going on. You was scratching cars. You was stalking people at the job.
I wasn't stalking anyone.
You
That's allegedly. And that was allegedly false.
Okay.
Was it on camera?
No. So it was false.
We don't watch again.
So that's kind of liberate. That's kind of like, I see you in the best place. So what was true and what was false? Like, I do know you allegedly broke into the house.
I didn't break in because I never went across the threshold.
Whose house?
His ex.
I just kicked in the door.
Another friend of mine.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
Yeah, I just kicked in the door. That's all.
You breaking into your
I didn't break in the house. I kicked in the door.
He kicked in the door.
Was the person there?
Yes, they were.
Oh.
Okay.
And they got into a big fight. So
yes, did.
So let's talk about this. Like, what was going on at your mom? What was going on in your head? What you would do different? Like,
I would do a lot of things different.
Like not kick the door in?
No, I wouldn't even let it got that far because I kind of remember when we talked earlier about knowing somebody's pattern. If I'm dating you, I know your pattern, and it was funny because I let people talk. Especially, they gonna tell them, you gonna tell me everything I need to know.
That is a fact.
So, whenever I'm dating someone, I'm a Scorpio. I'm very private, but yet open. So when I'm getting to know you, I'm letting you tell me anything and everything. I'm making it comfortable for you to be able to speak your piece. Because I'm learning what I need to know while you're running your mouth. Okay. So he told me all his telltale signs of when he was about to start taking flight. And he started doing it. And in my mind, I caught it. And I started asking questions. Is when I started getting lies. And that's when you messed up. Because I don't ask anything I already don't know the answer to.
Baby, come through!
So, the immature version of me.
Okay.
The immature version of me. Because you have to realize that was my second relationship.
Correct.
That was my only... I've only been in two. The first one was a domestic situation. This one was like the first time I ever fell in love with someone. And I was in love. And I felt disrespected.
Yeah.
Okay.
It was more so about being disrespected. It wasn't about cheating. It wasn't about him messing with somebody else. It was more so about the principle of we talked about what we wanted in a relationship. We said we would communicate. If you had a change of heart, if you had something going on, I tried my best to make it so that you can feel comfortable enough to tell me whatever. I'm not a very judgy person. If he just would have set me down and said, hey, you're a wonderful man. You're good. We good. But right now, I think we just need to like tone it back some because I feel like it's becoming a little bit too claustrophobic for me. Because I kind of felt that. I kind of felt like he started feeling like I was infringing on his space.
Okay.
So instead
was
of
he
just...
a Libra?
He's a Taurus. So instead of just having that conversation with me, you decided to play games, which you didn't have to do.
Oh, that'd be the thing.
Or just retract. Was it games? Was it cheating?
No, it was games. It was playing games with my mental. Because they couldn't have been cheating because we was in an open situation. So it wasn't no cheating.
Right.
It was the fact that you went back on what we set up this relationship to be. And when you started playing games, you won a silly prize.
That's what it is.
And that's all it was. But I do say I regret doing that because this goes back to the other statement we meant about going back to your exes. I hate I lost a good friend. Because I will give him that. He was a beautiful friend. And out of everything that happened, I hate I lost my friend. That's what I regret the most. And I learned so much from that because I learned to
That's why you never mix friendships or relationships. Ever.
Never.
Once y'all friends, stay friends. And your relationship, stay that way.
Right.
Okay?
I learned.
Go ahead.
I learned so much from that situation because that situation jump started me to dive deeper into me and learn more about me and why I have abandonment issues or I have trust issues. I have I'm clingy. I'm very I latch on very quickly.
You a romantic?
I'm a hopeless romantic. I love and it taught me how to check a situation before I go in it. So now before I date anyone, I love taking the time to actually get to know a person because I never want to rush anybody into something that they don't want. Because once feelings get involved, you never know what's going to happen with feelings. And that's what that whole situation was. Feelings got involved. I didn't know what was going to come from it because I've never been in a situation like that. And it was just a learning situation. I hate that it happened how it happened. I do apologize and I feel bad about all the things that I did. And, I have no ill will towards him anymore. No, I still would not spit on him if he was on fire. But I do wish the boy the best.
So we wishing the best too. We wishing the best too.
If you were to see him right now,
I would keep walking.
As you should.
I mean, As you should.
Once an ex, always ex.
No. As an adult, you have to understand when you've crossed certain lines and done certain things, you have to be okay with letting that go.
Exactly.
Which is why
I was just saying that last weekend, but they didn't agree with me.
But
with the whole Cassie and Diddy situation.
No, that ain't the same situation.
They didn't. But
I wasn't here last week, so
let's move on.
But that's just like when I said when I burn a bridge and it's burnt and it's gone. I'm not going to go back and try to rebuild it because it's nothing there anymore.
So can I ask you this? And this is what speaks on what you just said. Do you believe on?
Don't ask nothing else. Don't ask nothing else because you didn't elaborate on 3 other questions. We're trying to wrap this up.
Do you believe on rekindling?
No, I do believe.
We have that in another question.
Oh, okay. Well,
let's ask that next time because we already talking about that.